What's going on YouTube? Stealing Likes here, and you guys have caught me once again handing that cookie jar. I'm out here trying to snatch me some likes. Today, bonus battle against Miguel. Sorry I didn't bring this yesterday, Miguel. I got the rotation out of order. It was supposed to be you first, then Tristan, but I am bringing it today. Now, Miguel, he brought some pokes. In addition to bringing some pokes, he brought a good game. I had a lot of fun with this one, as I brought something very similar to my all hit no quit team. Just a lot of not stab, I say stab every time. A lot of super effective damage coming with this one. As I bring the Mew, Jolteon, Greninja, Medicham, Mienshao, and Furfrou. And Miguel brought along his Murkrow, his Heatran, his... Oh, I do not remember the name of that thing right now. Or that thing. Nidoking and Heracross. I'll go ahead and hop into the battle, as I'm sure those Pokemon, I know they come up. So we'll see what goes down. As I'm getting ready to go into this one, leading off with my Jolteon. It's a common lead. I feel ridiculous for running it as... Oh, no, I lead with my Mew. I must be thinking of another matchup. Alright, so I lead with Mew. He leads with Hercules. Now, Hercules withdraws, goes out into his Heatran. Now, I actually don't pack a Psychic move on this Mew. I know a lot of people end up being shocked by that, but it's not, it's more so for the super effective, and I felt like the moves I had packed on it were a lot better for it. So I get off a Scald, he goes out into a Lava Plume, and just really does some work on my Mew. Then I find out, oh, he's carrying leftovers. So I decide that it's time to put down the hammer and focus blast him with my Mew. Now, this is the most effective thing I felt I could do. Almost killed the Heatran, not quite. But the Lava Plume is going to take my Mew out right here. So a big loss early on in the match as Mew goes down. He's one of my multi-hitters. He hits for just so many different types. I mean, he carries a water type, fire type, fighting type, and I wish I could open it up right now. I'm pretty sure he carries an electric type. So out with my Jolteon. Now I Volt Switch on the Heatran, and it goes down. You know, no shockers there. But I didn't want to leave Jolteon out. Obviously, it's got some problems with some Pokemon who just happen to be floating around in this battle. As Furfrou is what I choose to switch into, just so I know I can handle whatever comes in. Now, he goes out into... Is that Huntail or is that Gorbis? I know it's one of the two. I know it's a water type, but I'm not really feeling doing this with my Furfrou. So I actually go back out into Jolteon. And I'm getting ready to just do work here. As he Shell Smashes, reveals that he is holding a White Herb. So he's actually going to just toss off all of his negative stats as well. Just keep all those positives that he got. And I'm really lucky here as he decides to withdraw after losing the White Orb and goes into Burger King, his Nidoking. Now, obviously, the Volt Switch, not going to work on Nidoking. We all know that. But I decided to Shadow Ball instead of going for the hard switch, which was dumb. It was really dumb. I should have just gone for the hard switch. But I didn't, and I lose my Jolteon. So now I'm out two very big hitters for my team. Wishing that I had my Mew around still. But I go out into Medicham. Burger King withdraws, and goes out into Torterra. Now this Torterra, not really exactly what I wanted to see. I would have preferred for Nidoking to stay out, obviously, as I do go for the Zen Headbutt. And, it's going to get a little chunk off of Torterra. Torterra's pretty wally, though. Oh, no, maybe not. It gets a huge chunk off of Torterra. He avoids the second one, and the Wood Hammer hits. The Wood Hammer is going to hurt Medicham a lot, but Medicham is going to land the final Zen Headbutt and just get it out of there. Now, I'm not one to reveal that I'm carrying the Ice Punch on Medicham, just in case it comes into play later on, hence why I didn't use the 100% hit move there. I do wish I had, but out comes Murkrow, who T-waves my Medicham. Now, obviously, Murkrow, a perfect thing to switch into because my Ice Punch gets to come into play as I just lay the wallop down on this little bird. This little bird's not really a fan of the Ice Punch, but it does get me out now that I'm paralyzed. It is faster, and it's going to do a lot of fun things as it gets just a neutral stab move off on me. So I go out into my Greninja. Now here's a huge, huge misplay in my opinion. Huge misplay. I have no idea why I did it. I think I was just going for the priority kill, not thinking about... Maybe I wasn't thinking about the obvious resisted ghost type there, because the Scald would have done this thing in, and I would have outsped, which would have kept my Greninja alive and well. But instead, I take the noob route and attempt to Shadow Sneak and fail at the kill. So in comes Mienshao as my Greninja goes down hard. Now, Junior's going to go out. I'm not exactly sure why, but he goes back into Pescanova. Now, Pescanova is going to, appreciate the U-turn, as it doesn't really care all that much. I do wish, knowing that he got rid of his White Herb, I wasn't sure if he was going to set up on me or not. So I go out into Furfrou. Furfrou gets his swagger off, giving this thing a +2. Now, I was completely fine with that. The +2 is beautiful right there, right? Because he's obviously going to be doing some things like a Shell Smash. So he's at +3 at the moment. I want him to beat himself to death. That's exactly what I'm looking for here. I'm looking for him to beat himself in the face, and we can just sweep this up, get it over with. Now, Pescanovo does not care about the confusion as it breaks through, hits with the Hydro Pump. Now, obviously, that's going to take my Furfrou down quite a bit. The return's going to hit, and I don't know if he was expecting my Furfrou to just be so beefy. He probably thought it was a stall wall, as Furfrou does, in fact, almost take down Pescanovo. And with that, my Furfrou goes out. So, big hitters galore down here, as Mienshao has to come back in and attempt to deal with the problem of a shell-smashed Huntail. I think that's Huntail. Actually, you know what? It's probably Gorbis. I don't know. It's one of them. But Mienshao goes down. That ends all of my Pokemon hopes and dreams right there. As I go down, I believe... Let's see here. Torterra went down. Murkrow down. Heatran. I believe I went down 3-0 there. Didn't even get to see what the Heracross was packing. But either way it goes, great game, Miguel. Sorry I brought it late. But I hope that you get to enjoy this nonetheless. Now, everybody, make sure to drop those likes down below, as I will be bringing the Wonder Trade videos today. I'm actually getting ready to start playing with the editing on that. So, I will see you guys later on tonight.